Of course, it depends on where you start, or stand, or when how you navigate the collection, objects necessarily begin to animate here in this physical space, where light and time and material all have some consequence. And the objects just sort of sit there, here in time. Like, who are we as individuals in a nameless multitude to come to this place? When considered in relation to these privileged objects, we amount to very little, or maybe nothing at all. Like the shadow of the perspex boxes that fall against the white walls and floor and move and morph and shift, like the faces of masks which become distorted reflections of us and our history and all these cultures and disappear when it's night and the lights go off. And the objects continue to sit in silence, except for maybe a light buzz from some electronics or bass ambient hum of the heating and ventilation system, which in this space must be calibrated to some very precise relationship of humidity and temperature. Those murky shadows just waiting to reappear, and the objects for hours sitting stoically alone, but still in some sort of silent conversation across time and place. The lights are arranged in a grid to cast an even glow over the field of objects, a field which seems loose and maybe even arbitrary, but of course has a prescribed logic. And the lights in their multitude cast a relationship of shadows that, the more we look at them, are maybe even more revealing than the objects themselves, for they speak of the ethics of stolen cultural heritage and privilege. The vast expanse of human history in a grand but actually quite modest collection of chosen things. And as we navigate this place, the low partition walls frame views of objects in the field in this airplane hangar of a building that architects learn about and celebrate, and whose design launched one man into celebrity, even though it was a whole team of people who worked late for weeks and months and ate pizza in front of their desks with wives and children and hobbies left at home, so the contractor would have the right information at the right time, and all in a rush, and all while these objects sat in wooden crates in a controlled environment, waiting, or went on loan to some institution in another country, and other people in other places, in other rooms, looked at them, and pondered their manufacture, or the circumstances of their being, or just laughed at the silly ones, or completely knew them, or misunderstood them and appreciated them all the same.